So I am sick, just a tad bit. I think it's gotten better over the day, so maybe it doesn't sound that bad, but it could very well sound bad. So brace yourselves. I know you didn't brace yourself already, but this is how I'm going to sound for the rest of the video. So yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite teams. Right now in Genshin, this is one of my favorite teams, easily. So yeah, we just have this, then we have that, and then now we don't really have many stacks here, but I mean, that's more of a, you know, not second rotation issue here. And then 280,000 right now. That is really, really good. I mean, Wriothesley is super strong with that level of power. Mavuika's giving him 40% damage bonus. It's so great. All right, and then we could go ahead and do this. We're Bennett. Yep, we're doing great. Like, it's so good. It's such a fun team. Like, actually is going to be one of my main teams that I run when I don't want to run main DPS Mavuika. Now, you could even get a better Mavuika if you get her C2, and then you get 20% res reduction, which I don't know how much that is or how good that will be. Maybe if I get C2 Mavuika, I'll be able to show you guys, but that's banking on me winning the 50-50, which I don't know if I'm going to do. Now, I do also have C2 Xiangling on this. Oh, my mouse died. I told you guys this was happening. Yep. Okay, we're back. So yeah, you could go ahead and get extra damage reduction on top of that, and Mavuika would do 1 field damage because you just pop in, do 300,000 damage with Mavuika, and it would be great. Now, there is another way you could do this team. Let's go ahead, do this, right? Emily, she's gonna work great. She's dead. All right, maybe not working that great, but, you know, we gotta think about it. All right, guys, we just gotta think about it. Not necessarily always gonna be alive, right? Now, this team is definitely worsened by, one, not having Xiangling, because, I mean, we're going to see Wriothesley's damage go down a lot, and that's not because of, you know, C2 Xiangling, because, honestly, I wasn't impressed with Xiangling when she came out, or Xiangling for Wriothesley. I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like there was a big difference. I'm not going to, I guess I will use the burst. Let's just say it's the second rotation we're doing. Only 170,000, not a lot, not great, and then 116,000, yeah, it's really not great. 160,000, like, we're adding 120,000 damage to that. I think what I'll do is maybe, well, it'll be hard to do that, but I could possibly try and just use Kazuha just so we could see the difference between, you know, Xiangling and previous, you know, things. But yeah, we definitely didn't see a very good damage number from Wriothesley there because we don't have Xiangling, and Xiangling also helps with Mavuika. I would say, honestly, Xiangling helps Mavuika more than Mavuika. I would say Xiangling helps Mavuika more than Wriothesley because 45% attack, I don't know what it is, but this 60% crit damage, like, it just doesn't feel impactful. I don't know. Don't ask me, guys. It literally doesn't feel impactful to me at all. I don't get it. It's like 30,000 damage or something last time I checked. It's not really that great. And there is something to note, like, we could have gotten 40% damage bonus there through maybe reacting with, you know, melt first time. Maybe use the burst at the start of the rotation, you know, and that gives you Cinder set active, and that would have increased Wriothesley's damage more on that team specifically because Xiangling is running Cinder now here. Now, there is another way that you could do this team, which isn't really, like, crazy, I would say. It's not, you're obviously not going to get crazy performance off of it. We're not, I mean, this was one rotation, right? This was one rotation. We got that much of a buff. So let's go ahead and let's start this off. And we're basically, I mean, there wasn't really any need for me to punch there, but we did punch. And we're going to pop that, and then we'll do this. And that's 160,000 there, and then we only get 180, right? Because Mavuika really isn't doing a lot of damage, or not Mavuika's not doing a lot of damage, but, you know, it's not really a lot, you know. And obviously, you can see Mavuika's doing 50,000 damage off field, which is a lot. But Wriothesley himself is not doing a lot of damage. Like I said, I'm sick. It's a struggle. We're struggling here. But as you see, Mavuika would be able to burst every single rotation here. And Wriothesley, you know, if you want. Now, this team, not that great. I feel like it's kind of a waste. You have Furina there. You know, off-field damage is kind of high, though. But it's weird. Now, what if instead we went ahead and we replaced Bennett and we were like, all right, screw circles. We hate circles. All my homies hate circles, right? Let's say we start the rotation like this. We just say we don't like circles. We're going to go ahead, do our own thing, right? We're going to have Mavuika. She's going to come in here. She's got to do 130,000 non-crit. And then we have Wriothesley, and he's in here. 58,000. Yeah, look at that damage. 58,000. Boom. 62,000. Yeah. All right. Yep. Okay. And then more. 50,000. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's redo the rotation here because that was very annoying that he died like that. And, you know, we'll have a full, you know, setup basically. Let's go 400,000. I mean, Not like we're missing a lot of the damage, though. We are right here because we don't have Mavuika, and I don't think her 40% damage bonus is active. But hey, we're still doing decent damage with the Wriothesley, right? It's a sort of dual DPS setup, you know? That's what we talk about. We do a dual DPS setup, right? Technically, like, let's see. I'm pretty confident that if I used Mavuika here, she'd probably do better than Wriothesley. Like, she'd do more damage than Wriothesley. It's kind of crazy, but I think it's genuinely true. It's kind of crazy, but I think it's genuinely true. I don't think that Mavuika would do less damage. I think she probably would end up doing more damage. And as for other teams that we can make, I don't really know many. I mean, I guess you could do a double Geo team. Maybe like you really don't like have good interruption resistance, and you're like, all right, screw it, I want Xiangling, right? And we can have this. This will be our rotation. No reactions for Mavuika, who is on an EM Sans here, so I'm not really going to switch it off just so we don't mess up with other videos possibly. So here we are. We're going to go ahead. We're going to E-skill you. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And then let's actually do this. And then, yeah, we got that. Then we got that. Wait, what? What was that damage number? That was a lot. Yeah. So double Geo Wriothesley, I mean, it works. It does. It gives you the damage bonus, you know, where we're already up. We're doing damage. It's not great, but it ain't bad, you know? We can't really say it's bad. And we saw 400,000 damage, and it was very easy for Mavuika to do that damage. Just saying. I mean, that was literally just Mavuika. Let's do the rotation again. It'll be super easy for us to do the rotation again. That's another thing. We can just do the rotation again. 400,000 damage. Super easy. Now, it probably will be 400,000 damage on one single target, right? It's not going to be super, like, phantasmical. But, hey, listen. That is 180,000 damage because it didn't crit. Like, guys, I need you guys to know that I have, oh, 200. Wait, what? What? He's doing 200,000 damage on this team? Okay. That's a lot better. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, we're going to redo the rotation. Don't worry, chat. We will be fine. We're going to redo the rotation. It'll be so fantastically amazing. We're going to be great. It's going to be great. Great, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. All right. Here we go. Right? E-skill. You. Let's do this. All right. That does get rid of the aura. Dang. I was hoping that it wouldn't. But 200,000? 200,000? That's what you did? That was 200,000? And then we're doing 190,000 there? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I mean, Wriothesley works great for burning basically any team. Basically, I mean, or not Wriothesley, but Mavuika works great for Wriothesley. I mean, this is one of my favorite combos in the game right now. I do really think that, you know, Mavuika, one of my favorite DPSs, and then we have like one of my favorite characters on top of that on her team. It's great. Right? If you don't know, I love Wriothesley. I don't get to talk about him much because the guy hasn't gotten a rerun in 14 months. But, you know, it's pretty sick that she could just come out here and start supporting like that, right? Like, let's be real. It's pretty sick that she could just start doing that. I wonder if attack percent would be better on Wriothesley without Bennett. I don't know. Maybe. All right, let's try it. All right, let's go ahead, try it. Keep in mind, Xilonen's not buffing Mavuika when we do this, so we're gonna do this, and then we'll have this, and then she'll do 600. Why? She just did 600,000. No reason. Just 600,000. No reason. No reason in particular. Just 600,000 damage. Yeah, she did like half of Wriothesley's damage that rotation. 600,000. You could just do that on this team. You just do it on this team. There's no restriction. You realize how easy that is for me to do? I just hit the guy. What the heck? 600,000, really? You just drop that off, and then you have off-field damage on top of that, huh? That's the kind of damage you have, really. Really, 600,000, and then you just drop it off. Sure, why not? Why not do more damage than Wriothesley does? And with better AoE. Well, technically not better AoE because her cryo melt reaction is dependent on Wriothesley's AoE, so therefore it's not better AoE. But then again, you could charge attack to apply cryo to both enemies. Assuming you're only doing 2 enemies, it's a weird one. It's weird. It's a very good team, though, I would say. Honestly, double Geo is a little weirdly good. Like, it genuinely is. Like, I did not expect it to be this good. It is actually good on Wriothesley. Double Geo with Mavuika on, like, standby here. Actually a good team. Crazy. And also, we barely saw any difference between the melt hit, so I doubt that. So I don't know if attack percent is necessarily better. We also did not really see a big difference between the melt hit. We saw like 10,000 under, so it probably is better to use attack percent considering how many attacks he does that don't melt, but I don't know. Neither do I care because this won't be the team that I use. I will use Bennett on him, but I mean, those are some teams that do work, I mean, very well. I mean, you saw they worked very well. I mean, we saw her doing, like, we saw Wriothesley doing 200,000 attacks. Like, the girl is giving you 40% damage bonus. 40% damage bonus right here. Just 40% damage bonus when she presses her Q, along with 600,000 free damage. Is pretty good if you ask me, right? And then C2 would make it even better because, or not C2, C1 would make it even better because her E skill actually gets extended to, like, I think 18 seconds, which would then go over Wriothesley's thing, which kind of makes it worse at the same time. It's a little weird because Wriothesley right now, he has a 14-second duration at, you know, C1. I did get really insanely lucky and get a C3, but I mean, we're barely seeing any effects of this. I mean, this matters, right? We're seeing like this, but I haven't even used this burst once, I think, in this video because it doesn't really, like, this is a good way to deal with AoE, but we're not really in an AoE situation. We're not really looking for damage, right? I guess we could see the burst real quick. Let's see. Let's see the burst on a proper team where I go ahead and just get rid of Xiangling for Bennett. All right, boom, 270. All right, 290, and then pop that. I mean, whoa. Yeah, see, like, the C2 matters. I think a lot of people underrate Wriothesley C2. How much damage did we do there? I wonder, how much damage did we do there? Because, I mean, we got the Capybara to half health. Like, that's pretty good, right? Half health Capybara that easily. I don't have to worry about energy, right? Because Bennett will just do an E skill, and then he'll get his energy up, right? I don't know, man. I think this is really good. I really do like Wriothesley. I think a lot of people underrate him, one, because they don't have him, and two, because they think his C1 is really a thing. Like, his C2 is really strong, though. Looking at his C2, I think a lot of people do underrate his C2 because, like, dude, this thing pops off and it's doing that much damage. I don't know how much damage it did, but I think it did over, like, 500,000-ish. And that's just immediate press Q, and then you get that much damage. It's pretty insane. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy. And if you really enjoyed, feel free to become a member and sponsor the channel. You know, you get, you know, benefits. You'll have access to member-exclusive videos. Imaginarium Theater may become members only entirely, but I do have, like, an extended cut, like director's cut of Imaginarium Theater, which will be uploaded for members soon. I just don't have it right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.